Hi guys, welcome back to the Beast Speak blog. This is a series where I tell you what the Beast has been saying to me and how I overcame it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the Beast is your addictive voice, the AV in AVRT of rational recovery. If you can recognize that Beast, then you can disassociate yourself from your urges, and that can result in immediate and lifelong abstinence. If you want to learn more about rational recovery or how to do AVRT, I'll link Virginia's story in the description box below. You can check that out. It's a good place to get started. So today's might be a couple extra minutes longer than usual, but please stick with me. So Carl Jung, a prominent student of Freud and founding psychiatrist in his own right, corresponded with Bill W., the founder of AA, over a patient of his who had great influence over Bill's founding of AA. Carl Jung wasn't just a famous student of Freud's, he was also he was into spiritualism. He had evidently told this patient he was hopelessly an alcoholic, and the only hope he had for some sort of recovery was to have a religious awakening. So this person put himself in the company of an evangelical movement called the Oxford Group, and he hoped by steeping himself in a religious environment he would increase the chances of a spiritual experience. Bill W. also had a doctor tell him he was hopeless. This doctor believed alcoholics had an allergy and obsession that compelled the sufferer to drink against their will and interests. He didn't believe that the alcoholic was choosing to drink because of the high, the way Jack Trippy does. He calls it the deep pleasure of drinking. In a letter to Bill W., Jung says he believed craving for alcohol was a substitute for a spiritual thirst, for a desire to be completed by union with God. Later in the letter, he said, an ordinary man not protected by this union, or the protective wall of human community, could not resist the power of evil. He said the word alcohol, the most depraved poison, in its original Latin was spiritus. This is also the word for the highest religious experience one can have, or spiritual awakening. A helpful formula, he said, therefore, is spiritus contra spiritum, which means spirit against spirit. Dr. Jung's patient never reported having a spiritual awakening or experience, though. He just followed the tenets of the Oxford Group, which included honest introspection and service to others without hope of reward. One of the honest things you can say about addiction is it's selfish. You're hunting down these mind-blowing unnatural highs, that hedonism that makes you unfit for human society, as it's put in the art of AVRT. You're basically hunting down animalistic pleasures. Make an honest introspection for that truth. And then the second part, service to others without hope of reward. How do you shift from self-serving behavior to serving others? People always think it takes humility to serve others, but it's the exact opposite. People think of Jesus like lowering himself to wash the disciples' feet. They have that misconception there. You have to become alpha to serve others. You have to think, I'm not going to wait for someone else to fix this. I'm going to be the answer. I'm the answer to this problem. That's what you need to be, the answer. Former addicts ask, what am I going to do with this normal, boring life now that I'm not chasing the high? The answer is be alpha. I've been trying to increase my care and nurturing of my family, so I have been trying to tap into my feminine side, trying to draw that out, because that's often where the nurturing side of you resides, in your femininity side. So I want to keep a better house. So I was trying to develop a spirit of serving, which I imagined was a form of humility. And then I was listening to Gordon Neufeld talk about being the answer for your children. And I realized I've been mischaracterizing femininity all along as something subservient. I need to be an alpha female if I'm going to care for my family properly. A self-assured femininity. Can you imagine someone like that? Like a sure feminine presence? Someone that's ready to do whatever is necessary? I'm the answer to that chore that needs to be done. I'm the one who's going to create a warm and welcoming place for my family to rest. And thinking of it that way has allowed me to want to serve my family. I hope you'll be the answer to something that needs fixing today, too. Now, you've made a promise to yourself and you've kept it by remaining abstinent. Now make a promise to someone else and keep it. I know it was a longer one than usual. Thank you for sticking with me. Keep ferreting out that beast. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and join me for more AVRT Rational Recovery content in the Beast Speak blog. Thank you.